But the only power source capable of generating 1.21 gigawatts of electricity is a bolt of lightning.
What did you say?
A bolt of lightning.
Whoa, this is heavy.
There's that word again, heavy. Why are things so heavy in the future? Is there a problem with the Earth's gravitational pull?
My calculations are correct. When this baby hits 88 miles per hour,
So if you guys couldn't tell from the channel trailer, this is my all-new Tesla 2022 Model Y Performance. This is the dual motor Performance Edition, all the options. This is Moonlight Metallic Gray. If you're a fan of my channel, the CaliforniaPhantom channel, you know I mainly do drones reviews, commercial application of these drones. I'm going to continue to do that, but I do have an affinity for vehicles, so every so often I'm going to be producing these videos. I did it with my Honda Accord. I'm going to be doing it with this Tesla. So what better way to kick off this brand new 22 Tesla than to talk about and dive into the must-have accessories. Right off the bat, we're going to get right into it with the Tasmanian all-weather mats. These are as good quality as you can possibly get. They are identical and indistinguishable from the Tesla mats. They cost like half the price or a third of the price. On the link's going to be in the description, but it's basically TESMANIAN.com. I think the current pricing on a 6-piece set is going for $289, and I can't tell you how pivotal it is enough. I'm just putting them in, swapping them out. It's pretty simple. If any of you are familiar with Tesla standard carpet mats, they're pretty trashy. They fold, they wear incredibly poorly. So these all-weather mats really life-proof your situation. In my opinion, I don't know why these car manufacturers don't just include them right off the bat, but it's an absolutely essential feature, especially if you have children. Kind of life-proofs the carpet. Definitely got to get these floor mats. Again, there are other options out there. There's WeatherTech. There's a few other brands that are standouts, but for the price, prompt shifting, these things are measured, laser measured. They do come in year series, so as you can tell, I struggled here a little bit on the middle part because it's such a large piece. It's one of the larger pieces, and it's fitted. What I liked about these mats is, we'll get to it in a moment when I get to the trunk, but they actually have some Velcro on the bottom to really hold it in place and to make sure that it's not going to slip around while you're moving on it, while your kids are stomping their feet on it. But absolutely essential, these floor mats. I haul a lot of camera gear, a lot of drone equipment. I have some road gear right there. I have the air pump. I got that through Amazon just in case I pop a flat in the go. Take a lot of road trips for my job, for my work. So these mats don't just include the typical spots, the frunk, the sub trunk. Also have weather mats for them. And like I said, for the $289 price point or $290 price point, the Tasmanian mats are the way to go. You're going to be spending at least double that if you go Tesla, and a lot of other brands, including WeatherTech, are just simply more expensive. Love the fact that these fold down. This allows you to access the sub trunk. I love the hinge on that because of that. Not all of them have that, but this particular brand does. Big up for this company, this Tasmanian. Again, I have no faults with it. It's thick, cheap, shipping's fast. As you can tell from the stunning B-roll footage, they look pretty clean. I love the high walls on that, so you don't got to worry about sand or crap from your shoes spilling over the top. These are going to lock everything inside, and it's got a good, decent grip texture too on there, so you're not going to slide around if you happen to have wet feet, wet shoes. Don't really got to worry about that. But the quality's there, the price is there. I was a little iffy about the website, but I went ahead and took the plunge. Everybody else was talking about it. As far as accessories go, like I said, this is without a doubt the #1 accessory. There's only going to be maybe one other accessory on this whole entire video that's essential. Everything else is kind of like independent, take it or leave it. But this is one of those picks that's going to be mandatory no matter what. Rounding out this second spot, I'm just kind of prepping for it right now, and I don't know if you guys can guess from it, but it's going to be a cup holder. These cup holders they don't really have any springs, any tension on them. Anything that gets dirty, moisture accumulation from the soft drinks are going to just gum that up, and there's no way to remove that. So putting an insert like this is pretty essential because you can just take it out, rinse it out, you're good to go. I love the one, this is acquired on Amazon, and you have the center console coin area too. I love being able to put some loose change in there. You don't want to do that in your San Francisco though, because you'll lose a window, but you know, putting a few coins in there when you're going through the drive-thru is a little convenient, but very inexpensive and definitely a way to go. Alright, so next on the list is the glass protector. This is probably the only other essential item on this list in my opinion. This is just going through the instructions real quick. You're going to have 4 pieces to frame it. You want to make sure you use a squeegee. If you don't have a squeegee or supplied one, depending on what brand you get, you can always use a credit card and like a microfiber cloth. I'm seeing right here, I'm using my little camera dopper there to get all the lint off, little particulates. I want to make sure I have a clean surface to apply this on. I went ahead and applied the framing pieces, which are like little rubber pieces, which I love about this kit. Makes framing up the screen protector that much easier. So I went ahead and applied the first bit of it. I have a screen applicator tensioner. That's that little credit card looking thing. That gets all the bubbles out. So the important thing on the instructions is on the framing, you just want to take a piece off at a time. Make sure you work the area in, get all those bubbles out. It does take a few hours to settle or set in place, make it a little bit more permanent, but you just want to be patient with it, one at a time, and make sure you work out all those little tiny bubbles. Otherwise, you know, if you didn't do your due diligence, you left particulates behind, it's going to show up and look nasty. The only downfall about this particular screen protector is it's a fingerprint magnet. It's pretty glossy too, so you hit the sun in the wrong direction, you got some nasty glares. But overall, I'm very, very satisfied with it. It was very inexpensive, available through Amazon. The Amazon included one that I got, which will be in the description, came with the applicator. And now we're moving on to probably the most bougie item, and that is the floodlight. I went ahead and got my trim removal tool kit, also available on Amazon. This is the only one you're really going to need for these floodlights or map lights. It's not a map light, it's definitely a floodlight. They call them floodlight, door light. But these are actually integrated with a Tesla logo. I already applied the extension cord on it just to make applying it that much easier. But I love this camera angle because you can look right up into my brain. But just pop the light off. You know, really simple, single tab. You just pull the tooth down when you're removing it. I make it look a lot more difficult than it actually is. You know, it's whenever you're trying to apply it for the camera, it's always more difficult. But single tooth, apply it, pop it off. I just applied the extension cable. I'm making sure the logo is oriented in the right direction. I want to say these cost about 25 bucks for a set of 4 through Amazon. Some of them have reviews where they short out the window, and I was a little concerned at that at first, but I really don't see how the window actuator has anything to do with a puddle light. So this is the bougie shot right here. You ain't got a bougie car unless you got a bougie puddle light. So, you know, I like this, very, very sharp. So moving right along, we're going to the mud flaps. I think the mud flaps is pretty essential on this car. It is a polarizing object, though. I know some people that absolutely hate the puddle or the mud flaps. I particularly love them. They keep the little rocks of the California roads from eating up the side of the paint, eating up the side of the car. These don't have any additional, like the Model Y doesn't have any additional spray or anything to protect the sides. So to me, in my opinion, the mud flaps were essential if I want to protect that paint. And it doesn't look too bad, in my opinion. You know, these are really low profile. These are smaller than the Tesla ones. This item also was acquired through Amazon, so all the links are going to be in the description, but I'm just showing you guys how to do it. It's just a couple of little pins that you pop. They supply with little thicker, longer ones, so they stay in there a little bit better because of the thickness of these mats. But as you can tell from the B-roll, they don't look that bad. You see a little bit of the kick-up debris, a little staining on the sides there. That shows you. This is the back mud light, or mud flap rather. This is the only one that requires a socket, a screw. I believe it's an 8mm, but it's a single screw that you remove, or single bolt. And all you're doing is you're just taking that single bolt out, you're applying that mud flap through the bottom and reapplying that bolt. It's the only difference. Very, very simple, super easy task, but again, you know, it's just protecting your car. How much do you care for your car? These cars are a lot of money. This Model Y Performance is like almost 70 grand, so you know, you got to protect it. And again, this is that beautiful B-roll footage, but absolutely love what the mud flaps look.
Me